I know it wasn't on purpose, but Bud Light is doing a great job of pulling back the curtains and showing that there is really a conspiracy being pushed on the American people to push an agenda onto the culture. And instead of apologizing for that terrible advertisement they used of fake woman in order to sell beer to minors, they decided to make it public for some strange reason. They were donating $200,000 to an LGBT group that they're already partnered with instead of just reading the room, because nobody would care if they would have just apologized first. If Bud Light really cared about money, they would have stopped this a long time ago. But now they pretty much lost all the profit that they made this year. And Target decided to get in on the action as well, losing $9 billion in the first week. But instead of removing all the LGBT stuff out of the stores, they just put it in a little corner to show that they still care about the community. And Build-A-Bear is now getting on the action because now they're in line to be boycotted next, because they decided to come out with, the whole pride stuff for the toy bears, because pride needs to be everywhere because it is Pride Month. I don't know if y'all know that, but it's June and we're supposed to pay attention to people's sexuality. But what really messed me up is what happened when Chick-fil-A, a company that is still private, not publicly traded, so this shouldn't affect them, they decided to come out and say, yeah, we just hired a VP of DEI. If you don't know what DEI is, it stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. So, yeah, know what that is. It's nothing but woke garbage. This is their statement. Better at it together. We are better together. One of our core values of Chick-fil-A means when we combine our unique backgrounds and experiences with a culture of belonging, we can strengthen the quality of care we deliver. Chick-fil-A Incorporated commitment to being better at together means embedding diversity, equity, and inclusion in everything we do. Which means we're folding and bowing down to the woke mob, to the LGBT community, and to everyone who says that Christianity and family cultural values don't matter anymore because it's all about being woke. This is pretty much the antithesis of what Chick-fil-A was founded on, since its founder was a Christian, and he wanted to commit to keeping Christian values. So much so that Chick-fil-A is not even open on Sunday. So now we're trying to be inclusive. I don't know if anyone at Chick-fil-A knows this, but being inclusive kind of goes against what is taught in the Bible, because in the Bible, Christians are supposed to come up out of this world, not actually be sucked up into it and do the same things. We're supposed to set ourselves apart. But it doesn't matter anymore, because as soon as the mob gets on your head, then you have to bow down to them. Because I think the same thing happened to that Toronto Blue Jays player when he came out and spoke against the LGBT community, and then next thing you know, the woke mob came out of him, and now he has to re-educate himself, because now we're in a time where we have to re-educate ourselves. This whole movement is based on two acronyms, ESG and DEI. ESG stands for Economic Social Governance, which is a fancy way of saying that we're putting this on the corporations and they have to do the woke thing to keep getting paid our money, because these corporations are owned by an investment firm. Two main ones, BlackRock and Vanguard. And these firms are funded by the government, which means they're funded by us. So either way, we're still supporting this crap. And the second one is DEI, which, like I said, diversity, equity, and inclusion, which means we have to be nice to everyone who's not like us. And if we're kind of mean to some people, or we judgmental, or we shame others, we'll get in trouble. Or the corporations or the businesses will get in trouble. But the only thing they're going to do is they're going to move this down to the people and give us a social credit score, which is the same thing they're doing in China. That's why Joe Biden and Trudeau in Canada, they're so enamored by the things that China does, and they want to be just like China. But let me know in the comment section down below, am I tripping? Am I just being a conspiracy theorist with my tinfoil hat on? Or can you blatantly see what's going on in today's society? I mean, wokeness is more important than actually taking care of our children. They're giving them gender reassignment surgery. Also, I want to know, are you able to boycott Chick-fil-A, I know it's going to be kind of hard, especially because the chicken sandwiches are real good and the lemonade is really good. And you know, anytime that you're in a Chick-fil-A line, you're going to get right through it. Are you strong enough to go against that? Me personally, I am, because they're a little bit too rich for my blood. But that's all I have for you today. I'm your host, TJ Evans, with another installment of the TJ Evans Show. Y'all remember, do the YouTube and Rumble thing. Subscribe to the Royal Family Studios page. Also, check out my book on Amazon, The Diary of Marvin, DeWayne. Y'all don't take my word for gold. Y'all do your own research. Y'all stay safe, stay prayed up.